That's a bit. Oh, that looks like a bomb. You might want to run. English? That was cool. That was really cool. English. It looks nice so far.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Biomutant. I was told by Cut that this game was developed by only 20 people.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Let's see, settings. We'll just go through these really quick. I was gonna say, did I break the game? QTE's autocomplete, auto advanced dialogue. We'll turn that off. Let's see. Subtitle color white. Subtitle back. Oh, see, that's beautiful. There we go. Yeah, apparently this game only had the dev size of 20 people, which is crazy if you ask me. That's crazy. That's so small compared to most devs. All right, do we have a crouch button? Dodge on alt? Oh, that's probably gonna get changed. Crouch. Wow, there doesn't look like there's an actual crouch. We'll see. All right, so I didn't even, dude. I didn't even do any of this. It's just all on max by default. Jesus. Subtitles on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess we'll change this as we go. All right, new game. Easy, medium, hard. How about easy? Easy? That sounds good. Nice and relaxing.
Encode your DNA.
I was gonna say that the textures on his sword are not loading in. Unless that's how it's supposed to look. Oh, wow. Okay. Does the stat... Oh, the stats change. Oh, okay. Let's see. Genetics. Choose breed. Primal is a nimble developed... I actually... Hold on. I have no idea how you pronounce this. Hold. And I want to know. Anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic. Breed, a hybrid with gene mutations, making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a lesser developed intelligence. Okay. Which this one's the strongest? So you have vitality, strength, intelligence, agility, charisma, and luck. Luck does crit chance, loot chance. Charisma does barter. Agility does move speed. That's it? So not like dodge rate? Okay. Intelligence is power, key energy, and energy regen. You have melee damage and you have power. Huh. Usually that's kind of the same thing. All right, so I guess power. All right. And then we have health and armor. All right, so Rex seems like it has the most. No, this has the most HP. Yeah, this has the most HP. Everyone has the same movement speed. This one has the best barter. It also has... I was going to say it also has the best luck, but that's not true. This has the best luck. Tenra... It looks like Tenra from Peace Walker. It's really neat. They all have that arm, too. All right, I'm gonna go with melee damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go with melee damage. Define your character's starting attributes. To see more details, explanations of what effects each attribute has, press I.
Define your genetic
Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
structure.
Oh, this is so... What is this? What the heck? This is so weird. This is cool. Yo, this is neat. I like this. Whoa, this is a really nice mechanic. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, his head gets so fat. Look how big his head gets. Holy shit, his head gets so big. Wow. Wow, he gets so brawny. Yeah, if you put him towards intelligence, oh god, his head gets stupid big. This is actually really cool. Look at that, and if you put it like between it, oh, that's neat. That's really neat. So charisma is, well, a skinny guy. 20 on barter. Vitality is HP, right? Vitality is HP. Strength is just, oh my god, you can get your melee power. Ridiculous. Look at that. Jesus. Kind of reminds me of The Sims for this part. This is really neat. I like this. Strength plus agility. Do like... So he kind of looks like a fox. A little bit. Oh, a weird looking fox. Hey, I only get 12 movement speed? No. I'm going full on 100 then. Full on 100. I, he says. Amount of HP. Oh, vitality attribute defines your amount of health and energy cost for dodging. Oh, okay. Health. This value increases as you level up. Melee damage. The more you deal, this increases by increasing your strength attribute. Power. Your power stat is used to define the amount of damage you deal with all kinds of psychic powers and mutations. Defines your movement speed. Loot chance increases your chances of finding more items of higher quality and rarity. Okay. What was the other one? Your Kai energy is used for all kinds of combat actions. All special attacks, psychic attacks, and mutations cost energy to use. Your Kai energy, or Ki energy, I should say, regenerates and can be replenished with consumable items. Oh, I see. Okay. Agility is your overall speed. Okay. I'm going brawn.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Oh, what is this? Heat, radioactive, cold, biohazard, heat. I don't even know what this does. Do we get to read it? No. No reading. Oh, it just changes our arm color. Oh, okay. Uh, do that. Oh, I didn't realize you can rotate them around. Oh, that's cool. 13, 12? We'll do that.
Choose your fur style.
Fur style. This is an interesting way of doing this, I have to say. Wait, does his nose change? God, I have this long nose no matter what. All right, we'll go with this.
Pick your main color.
Green, of course. Easy. Oh, that looks terrible. No, never mind. Sticking with it.
Choose your detail color.
He looks like an RGB. Can I move this? Can't move this. Oh no, there it is. What class did you pick? I went with strength. Or the one that gave you the most strength.
Pick a class.
Oh, well.
Mercenary. Deadeye.
Whoa, there's guns in this game?
Mercenary.
The mercenary is a trained swordsman who's mastered the art of the bleed. Okay. Twin silver grip. Melee dual wield skill. Equip 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield them. Fury. Melee weapon attacks inflict 10% more damage to your target.
Deadeye.
Perfect reload. Your ranged weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20% damage. And that's really good.
Commando.
Yo, that's badass. That's awesome. Your range attacks inflict 10% more damage to the target. Oh, that's cool.
Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Cypher.
That's cool. Spark ball? To shoot a spark ball, press down the input. Press down the input you have bound to the ability to. It will make you throw a ball in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit. Your key energy regen is increased by 20. Okay.
Saboteur.
Oh, wow. Damn, look at those size. Oh, that's sick. And he also has Chuck Taylors. Look at that. That gun is massive. What is up with the size of that gun? He can dual wield melee weapons as well. Dodge. Dodge cost is reduced by 20%. Oh, I see.
Sabot Sentinel.
So he's like a thief.
Mercenary.
Oh, he has the big gun too. Oh, I didn't realize. It's clipping through.
Saboteur.
Okay, so he's kind of like a thief.
Sentinel.
Your base armor is increased by 10. Why does he look like a chef? These don't change your stats either.
Mercenary. Sentinel.
Oh, no. No, they do. He has a 7% crit chance increase.
Saboteur. Scythe command. Deadeye. Deadeye.
Deadeye has a 2% crit increase chance.
Mercenary.
And he has... I mean, I gotta go with Mercenary.
Mercenary chosen.
Yeah, I got to. Confirm?
Good
Yes.
choice.
Oh, wow, we start here.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Oh. Bunny hop, they say.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Okay.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm dark red as in strength and power. Color me light blue for freedom and loyalty.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I'm not sure dark is for me. I am one with the darkness.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Damn, he just killed her. Damn. He just straight up
Right is always right.
Right is always right. That's true. Yeah, he just straight up hit her with a shovel. Jeez. Okay.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
New main quest. Meat Eater's Meat. Okay. Examine the Ganote.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget?
Nice clipping.
You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile,
Listen!
the predator only grew stronger.
Yo, Brian, thanks so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? Whoa. How was stream? Welcome everyone that came along from... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. How do I use my sword? There's a parry. Beautiful. I'm gonna assume this guy has Ah, shit!
Better make a run for it. This this is not the time nor place to end this story.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta go. Oh, wait, so they're making us just play the beginning. Oh. I see. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? Oh, you were playing Biomutant too. Hey, are you liking it? Oh, this is the load screen. Light bowgun? Yeah, I didn't realize. I think I might change the dodge button.
It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
New objective, Bunker 101. So wait. It's just 2 and 3. So we have damage types. You're gonna have up to 8 range weapons favored. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. I was testing out the. All right. Okay, you can't.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Okay. Evolution gone wrong. Move towards an enemy to target them with a melee attack. Well, yeah. Aim the camera towards the enemy to target them with range attack. Yeah. Press R to reload range. It seems like... Oh, no, they don't auto-reload, do they? Psychic key energy is used for dodging. Oh, I assume that's the bar below our health gauge. Oh, okay. Using mutations and performing special actions. When you run out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat. Okay. If I remember what. Ow. Okay. It was... You change camera. There it is. All right. Ah, damn, that came out so fast.
Chop, chop.
Wait, what is this? Oh, no. Okay, so that symbol. I thought it was like, oh, you can down him while he's down. And what was it? It was... like, a slow motion dodge is ridiculous. All right, hold on. Settings. Accessibility. Oh, I do have it on. I do have auto advance on. I was wondering why it wasn't going before. Wait, can we break this? Of course not. Wait, what's the... Oh, God. So there's no reload animation. It's like a cooldown. Oh. I see. Electric module. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your range weapons to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance or weaknesses to different special weapon effects. Use them wisely. Okay, so this has electric damage 15, 23 damage, Accuracy, armor piercing. Wow, so they have fire rate, armor piercing, range, crit chance, magazine size. No, it does seem like you have unlimited ammo. But you still have to reload your weapons. You still have like a clip size. Okay, so equip. To attach the special effect add-on through the menu, the consumable quick menu to... Okay, so hold one. I see. Or one with our eye. In this section, you can change equipment and weapons. The circle icon represents a part of the body that can be geared up with equipment found or bought from vendors. Your favorites can be saved in the outfits menu. Oh, so you can make builds. Okay. We are going to have builds. This is the outfits menu where you can create and save different gear setups. Right. Oh, okay, so this is... Okay, so that's his actual... Oh, okay, so these are just default clothes. Okay. Huh. Oh, God. That's an interesting menu system. So we were in character. Map. Okay. It looks like it has sections. Cool. Okay. You found a medic supply. Bags like this contain items that can help heal you. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use consumables or find other ways to heal. Oh, okay, that's nice to know. That's nice to know. Health regeneration 50, duration 5. Wait, 50 per tick or 50 total? Guess we'll find out. You can use bandages by holding the quick select menu input and selecting it. All right, sure. Why not? Why not? The map does look quite big. Yeah.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember to parry enemy attacks. When the enemy attacks, you see lightning bolts flashing above their heads. Press Q. But I dodged. Oh god, that guy's big. Oh god. F. Okay, so they do have like attacks to do when people are stunned. Whoa.
Right in the face.
So it doesn't seem like there's anything to cycle through enemies. Ow. Alright, hold on. Settings. Mapping. Let's see. Dodge. Yes. Can I change that to this? Yes. Thank goodness. Thank you. So much. Ah, wait, he didn't. The attack didn't connect. What the heck? Nice try. Wait, we can take control of him? Oh god, it's like God of War. Okay. Ow. Okay. Ow. me see. Darn it. No. That is so fast.
Hack and slash.
Okay, so, and then if I press the melee. Oh, no. No, never mind. It's not like God of War. We just jump on top of him. Oh, I see. I see. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and press E. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, that was awful on my part. Energy regeneration. Okay. Okay. Pills here. Get your pills. Oh. Okay, cool. Can we jump in here? It says no. It says it's toxic. Okay, cool. Can't go in there. That sucks. Please don't make me fight those guys all over again, please. I just wanted to know. Okay, good. Alright, so is it the same combo every single time? Yeah, so far. I wonder if that's because of the weapons we have choose, or if that's just how it is. It seems like the second, he has a shorter sword, and then he has a long sword. He has like a katana. Okay, so then... Oh, wow, so our shots are blue now because they're electric. I can't reload it either. Not at all. Oh. Oh. That's why. My dumbass just used it up. Oh. Okay. I gotcha. All right. Sure. See legs, torso, face, hat, right shoulder, back, out arm. It was nice while it lasted. Oh, I mean, I learned. I learned what it did. I won't be doing that again. You can sort your gear according to different stats with R. You can scrap the highlighted piece of gear for crafting resources by pressing X. Cool. I just want to see my gun. Oh, I guess we haven't got to this yet. Or no, that's the katana. Offhand? 1,570, 1,700. I guess we cannot. Here? No, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Whoa, what the? All right, you got to go first.
You're on the ropes.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm getting my ass kicked. I got to say, man, I'm having a hard time reading these guys sometimes. Nope. Dude, I tried to move. No. That's cool how you can jump over him. Oh, and you can shoot the barrel when he picks it up. That's cool. Okay. And you can go through his legs. That's neat. Ah, shit. Can I dodge through his legs? We gotta be, like, aligned. Stop moving. There we go. You can go through his legs. But it has to be... Alright, I don't know what the camera is auto-aligning to. I don't know if that has a lock-on feature or a lack of lock-on feature. But it's a bit... It's weird. Okay. No. So you can't spam parry. No, you can't. Oh, that's nice. You can't spam parry. So they really want you to time it. Okay, that's cool. Okay. That's nice. Money. Okay. Didn't look like there was anything over there. Can you run? Oh, there you go. Iron wall. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay. That is a big shield. Ow. Ow. Okay, I see. Out of here. Can you shoot the shield? Okay. No, they said melee attack. Right. It feels like the lock-on system, since you can't control it, is a bit delayed. Because it's never locked onto the character that I wanted to be locked on. No. Oh, so as long as you hit him anywhere, it doesn't matter. You don't actually have to hit him in the shield. Okay. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you EXP. Leveling up allows you to raise one attribute by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and perks menu. To go to the menu, press tab. Okay. No, it doesn't seem like you can turn it off. No. Not at the moment. No. It feels like it's always late. Like I can't cycle through the enemies I want to be locked onto, which I really want to, because I want to go after the smaller guys and then, you know, kill the big guy last. But it auto aligns to who you're close to, or auto locks on who you're close to. That's pretty annoying. When you level up, you can select attributes. You can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want from the list. Okay. So if I level up luck to 20, it increases my crit chance by 1%, my loot chance by 3. Barter. Movement speed. Doesn't even, barely even moves. Power.
Muscles like steel.
You'll earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Okay, let's see. Close quarters. They have types. Cool. One-handed slash, dual-wield melee, unarmed. Two-handed slash. Oh, so like two-handed weapons. Crush. I see. So you can beat people up with melee attacks. Oh, these are the ones I already have. I assume. Yeah. Has a capoeira kick. Okay, so if you dodge and then if you do a melee attack, she does a capoeira kick. If you jump and then do an attack, has like a ground pound. Unspeakable hand. What? Azura drop? Jesus. Just freaking Azura dropped his ass. Finish range weapon chain with a strong cartwheel kick. Seems like a punch to me, but I don't think you know what punch kick is. It's clearly a punch, but all right. I'm not gonna judge. All right, so one hand, we're doing dual wield. So this is the attack sequence that we're doing now. It is, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's sick. Finish a dual wield melee chain with a flurry of stabs. This is a special attack. Hitting an enemy with it will fill up one of the super Wung Fu icons. Okay. You could throw your swords. Interesting. All right. We'll grab Unstoppable Pig. You can now perform your special attack when you have the correct weapon type equipped. Once you've unlocked more attacks, you'll be able to combine them to reach the Super Wu Fu state. Okay. Can I... Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wu Fu and perks menu. Okay. Can I do it? It was... What was it? It was... You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attack. That's what I was trying to do. So they said 1 to F. Can I do it at the very end? You can. Okay. Hey, Stereo, how's it going? You can, so it's like a combo extender. Okay.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
An old world crawl ball. Is that a weapon? $480. Is it a weapon that I can equip? Offhand.
An artist's blade.
Oh, hold on, hold on. So now I only have one. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. Oh god, what is... Okay. Aura. The aura score reflects your inner balance, the two halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things and change as you make choices in dialogue and interact with captives and civilians throughout the game, meaning you'll gradually become stronger in your conviction. Okay. We'll read that when they want us to read it. All right, let me put my offhand back on. Wait, so you're telling me the short sword does more damage than the long one? Really? It does. What? It legit does. Wow. Okay. Let me get... Oh, is he going to use the crowbar to open the door? No.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't see the prompt. I was like,
Whoa.
what?
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
No, I didn't double jump. No, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make... No, fuck. I didn't make it. Darn it. This is Dark Souls flurry game. I'm trying to determine whether I think it's better to play this game with keyboard and mouse or controller. The Souls games in general, I think, are better to play with controller.
I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
I tried. Okay. I smacked him in the air, but he didn't actually go in the air. Okay. I gotta head out, off to work. Enjoy Biomutant. All right, Bearded One. Hey, have a good rest of your day. You absorbed a bio blob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You've collected bio blobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your bio blobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutation parts of the menu. Okay. That went a lot smoother than I thought, so we can't defeat these. Does not look like it. Okay. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, Bearded One. Thanks for coming out to the stream. It seems mostly a melee game and not a range game. Yeah, it does, yeah. There's a chest over there. Yo! Wait, what was that? It's like... Oh, you wall... Wait. Are you able to... Platform? Might be able to platform. Can I... Uh-huh. 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 Yes. Okay, so you don't actually... Okay. This is a weird game so far. What is this?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Hmm. You found a puzzle? These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. To switch the nodes, to switch which node is selected, use W and S. To rotate it using Q and E. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intelligence, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must rotate into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. Okay. Rotate each of the nodes so that the colors match each other. Okay. I see.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Ah! Easy.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So you're telling me humans dumped toxic waste into the ocean, beings mutated and now they eradicated all humans. Alright. Note to self. Do not
The
throw it.
sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's
Yep.
coming from behind that door.
That,
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
alright. Pew pew. Oh,
Going
it's
to
a...
take a bit of puzzling to short circuit the door.
Okay. Oh, I see. So you want to do this. Then you want to do
Just a
this.
few moves left. Make them count.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Perfectly countering an enemy will stun them. A stun enemy has stars circling above his head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing Q. Wait. A stun enemy has stars circling above their heads, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing Q.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry. Wait, what? My parry didn't come out. Oh, okay, I see. What happens if I do this? God, man. Alright, so I must have not got the Are you they said you launched him in the air pressing Q, but I did it with an F. That's what threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, are you sure? But then again, they called a kick a punch earlier, so. No, that's not a perfect one. That's not a perfect one either. No, I don't think those.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
This looks cool, but I'm not sold yet. Well, I don't think the game has started yet. We're still in the tutorial area, I feel. Can I? Yeah.
Hold on to that.
Okay, it looks like we can't grab that. New friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Remember what?
How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Okay, so I assume the tribes are the sections in the map, I guess. What's at stake?
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
So I have like amnesia? By default, dialogue are set to advance from one NPC line to the next. If you want to manually, no. Way back in the long ago. Oh look, I got both my eyes. A new friend. What is this?
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I don't think she cares. I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
All right, Elvis.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I don't believe in magic. Nano potato people is better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Seemed like he was. It seems like he was singing. All right. Glitter grass. The game said hold on to it. Naka doesn't hold on to it. I missed it. This is where Elvis is. Oh god. I jumped that time, Intra. Let's see.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Will it grow strong enough?
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Okay. Hoop net received. The Nano.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
Where can I find them?
They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. Merge the Nano with the tree. Gotcha. Now we gotta go back. He's easy to impress. Like, all I did was press forward and go forward and press E. That's it. E gamer. Easy. Alright. Let's see here. I wonder how long ago this is, though. E. Okay.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Sounds like he's singing.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us.
All right, Elvis.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
She only cares about Wung Fu.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
Okay, so my mom must be pretty important. Gotcha.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
I guess this is Johnny Bravo? The end of day, the end of days?
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage.
And that had to be a long, long time ago.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Okay.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Okay. How can I defeat the World Eaters? Hey, Mac.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majut, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. It's the net. Okay, rod net. Gotcha. Main quest. The end of the world. The fate of the world. God, Johnny is aged so fast. Okay. Get out of Bunker 101.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Okay. Hey, what's up? What? Let's see. Is this gonna open up the open world now, I assume? We're gonna be out of the tutorial.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Okay. Biomutant. Presented by Experiment 101.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
That was a pretty long tutorial, yes. The signpost.
Let's see.
Did he just pee on it? He just peed on it. What? He. Alright, talk about marking your territory. The signpost was found near signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You unlock a signpost when you interact with it. Okay, so it's like a fast travel point. You can fast travel to a signpost when you unlock it by selecting on the map. Yeah. Press to open the map at any time. Press M.
Let's see.
Okay. That's how animals mark their territory. Yeah, that is true. Oh, God.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
All right, so I assume that's one of the mutations that came out of the sea.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Talk to the survivor.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and your wholeness is the sum of choices we make and actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters. Okay.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives in PSI shrines will award you with PSI points that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark and light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
I'll leave you to your fate. I'll help you, buddy.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Damn, so you could just straight up abandon him. Ouch.
That's a spark of light in you!
Too much already?
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Damn! Again? Psych points unlocked. You've gained a psych point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutation menu. Some powers are locked by the aura score, meaning that your psych points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura, or those without. I see. I see. Okay.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
He's just chilling.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Oh, I was going to say, is it going to show us the location of the tribe?
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Have the tribes engaged the World Eaters?
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. Your current and started quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quests you track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. In your journal, you can find information on your quests, as well as all previous tutorials and dialogue. You can open the journal at any time by pressing J. All right, let's see. Another world. Okay, yeah, so this is siding with what village? Okay. The Tree of Life is dying. That was once protecting all, is now withering and fading. You need to take on the World Eaters and decide the fate of the Tree of Life. Or the life or death. The choice will ultimately be yours and yours alone. The tribes. Conquer the rival tribes. Oh, so this is like an overarching quest. I see. Completed. What is this? Oh, dialogue. Tutorials. There's a shit ton of tutorials. What's this? They act on understanding the greater good and a code of honor. They ultimately want to unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters and save the World Tree. These are the guys that are like, fuck the World Tree. They want to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the World Eater destroy the world of life. So they're dark, I see. Somewhat light. Somewhat dark. Light. Maximum dark. Maximum light. The Lotus tribe seeks to build a perfect order regardless of how many are hurt in the process. They want to subdue the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Hey, what's up,
Another fork
Idlewise?
in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
How do I use the points? So this is a spinoff? Spinoff of what? Go to Mutations tab to unlock PSI powers, biogenetics, and upgrade your resistance. Not that I'm aware of. I don't think this is connected to anything, but I might be wrong. Let's see. There are two types of mutations: biogenetics and PSI powers. Both are special abilities, but unlocked using different currencies. Biogenetics. What does this do? Moth mouth? Vile Bell. Wait, is that throw up? You literally throw up on enemies. Okay. You wait. Oh, you can spawn mushrooms out of nowhere that bounces enemies up in the air. But only small enemies. Okay. Can't be afforded. Psychic points shoots out wasp.
Hey, listen!
Okay. Okay. I see. I see. This is so weird. Oh, that's cool. No. Alright, so I think I'll hold on to that. Alright, psychic points. What is this? Blaze. To use Blaze, press down the input you have bound to the ability. Blaze will launch you forward, leaving a trail of fire behind you. But I wonder if the fire damages you too if you step on it afterwards. Blink. It will teleport you in the direction that you move, creating a shockwave. Oh, I see. Okay. Freeze. Oh, that's sick. So you can freeze the enemies, like, in place? Oh, that's cool. Levitation. Or levitate. Telekinesis. Of course, telekinesis is bad, of course. Why is it always bad? Sky Spark? Why is that bad, too? Upgrade resistance? Oh, okay. So you can upgrade. Okay. An alliance. We're gonna take this area over here. No. I don't remember if I was talking about spin-offs
It's
or not.
unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Alright, how big in the world is it? This world has to be really massive. Has to be pretty big. It's going good, Idlewise. How's it going with you? Wait, did we fight these guys? No. Okay, so you can't parry mid-combo. Or on some...
Hey, nice shot.
Okay. Yeah, it reminds me of Infamous, yeah. Where you had, like, light and dark powers. And you had a good and bad ending. I enjoyed all the Infamous games. I wonder... They could totally make another one. I wonder if they're going to make one for the PlayStation 5.
Slash and dash.
It's really hard to read when enemies are going to attack, though, I have to say. Their tails are not obvious. Really? That was just regular enemies. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, the good and evil system in Infamous is really cool.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
I hope they do. I hope they do too.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Mark my territory. This
Let's
is...
see.
Alright, sure. Alright. Gotta mark my territory. Sweet.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
I'm here to meet Saifu.
The Sifu is mindful of his time, but thinks you'll just have to find out for yourself if he's willing to spend some of it on you.
Okay. Mm.
Sibi? La vanen aginkan man. Geradna falo hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Hmm.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
Okay, so that World Eater looks different
He
than the one we
welcomes
saw
you
earlier.
to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
The Great Wall?
The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
My Muma?
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Damn, it says, no, I don't share the reason for your hope. Damn, I'll join. Ally with the Myriad. They wanna unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save. Warning: this sets the game's end goal to save the world, to save the Tree of Life. Choosing. Okay, that's fine.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
The Jagni?
The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
God, he's tall compared to me. Allied.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
I wish there was another way. At least you're at peace with yourselves. I wish there was another way.
You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Okay. Challenge to unite?
They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Old village?
Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Okay. Exit the Myriad Fort. For some reason, I thought this was a Monster Hunter spinoff. Oh, so now I know how you got confused. No. You heard me talking about the live stream for Monster Hunter Rise that we're going to watch at the end of stream today. They have a 3.0 update for their latest game. In March, they released Monster Hunter Rise, which is currently only exclusive on the Switch. And they're having a live stream for it today about what's going to be added in the 3.0 update. You must have heard that. Yeah, it's going to happen at 10 a.m. today. So we'll be watching it. Because I love me some Mon Hunt. I have to say, though, the dialogue, I could really do with just them talking themselves. Because it takes, like, twice as long. It takes twice as long to get through dialogue sections when you have to listen to the one guy talk and then the narrator narrate it. Like, that's just unnecessary. Let's see. Visit your childhood village. Where's that on the map? This way. So it's kind of cool. They don't have like, uh-oh.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially.
Okay.
Deformed and unfurred.
Whoa! Oh my god, that did so much damage. Okay. Alright, you can't parry that. I see.
A smart foe would leave now.
He said a smart foe would leave. He doesn't know who I am. Oh, how did that hit? Oh, okay, so that comes back. I see. Ah. I don't know why there's that pause. Hold on. Where's my other sword? I just realized, why is my other sword just gone? Yeah. Where'd it go? All right, that's ammo. There we go. I was wondering, so I was trying to do the special move, but it never came out. All right, it doesn't look like we can parry this guy.
That's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution.
Oh, you can't skip cutscenes. No.
Deformed and unfurred. Slice and dice.
I'm gonna get hit though, aren't I? Ah. All right. Use. Ah, I tried to go through his legs.
Close encounter.
So it doesn't seem like you're able to dodge out of a combo, which is unfortunate. Because when he does the stomp, I'm trying to dodge. It doesn't seem like it's possible. Oh no. You definitely can't parry his big stick, his big hit. Yeah, okay, so once you go into a special attack. No! No! Dude, that is so hard to dodge. Shit. He was at like 1/4 health left. No. Darn it, we had that. Yeah, figuring out how to dodge that is really hard. I guess the best thing to do is just move backwards. So far, it seems like the game kind of lacks impact on hits. You know what I mean? Like impactfulness or... I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, right. We have a gun, too. I can't forget. I keep forgetting to use it.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
God, you get knocked down once.
That's going to leave a mark.
The tracking on that is ridiculous. Jeez. Ah. Okay, I think I get it. All right. God of War with furries. They definitely got inspired by that one boss fight in God of War, that's for sure. You can't parry this guy at all. Ah, shit. No, 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 no. Nice. Okay. Not bad. And I can't... Alright, tab. Not bad. Level up. Let's do strain. Let's see. Oh, so I gained all of these. Okay. But I can't use them at the moment. Or I can use them at the moment, but...
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
But not really. Not yet. Oh, fast travel spot? There we go. Like, we're still we're at the very beginning, so we're still kind of learning how it is. Okay. Oh, okay, so these are... Alright, so these are ally lands. And then these are rival lands. Okay.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Full tutorial mode now?
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
What is this?
He asks how you are today.
I can't complain. Better now that you ask.
Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Swimming, I'm in the Feng Wu Fu.
He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
I'd be grateful.
And he'll be honored.
God, he's so big! Underwater. You can swim in most waters, while in very deep water, you'll slowly lose ki energy. And when you lose ki, you'll drown. Oh, God! Yeah, he just tosses you in there. Jesus.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
At least I learned how to not swim.
At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice.
Swimming's not my thing. Or a better teacher.
You need to rely on those who somehow know how to teach. Those willing to bend down and help you pick up your boots. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
I'll try harder to soak up your instructions.
You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Sana yote.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
I lost track of time.
Apli tonumuta.
You know you can't make up for lost time.
Asil natu.
You should know, practice makes perfect.
You're right.
Narolute. Kanaruta.
You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it.
Tukonda.
She'll see you at the village square.
Hey, Soul, how's it going? All right, see you there soon.
Volakamono mrutna. Kanamuta.
She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
All right. Oh, will this help us get a better
Here's
idea?
another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today.
I found anything you can use?
His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
I don't mind picking up trash.
He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Upcycling. Search 3 of the rubbish piles. Oh god, I gotta mash. Double jumps available from the beginning, so that's a yes factor for you.
He wonders what usefulness you found.
I'm not sure.
He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
I doubt what I found is useful. The things you make are great. I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Welcome to crafting. Here you can modify existing weapons and armors, or if you're feeling creative, create entirely new weapons from scratch. With the right pieces, you can craft your own weapons. To start crafting your weapon, first select the base. This defines what kind of weapon you will craft. There are 3 kinds of melee weapons: crush, one-hand slash, and two-hand slash. To continue crafting your weapon, select the handle slot. Okay. Let's see. Rarity 20, impressive. Rarity 0, abnormal. Oh, okay, so I see how it affects the damage. I see. So this is abnormal as well. 40, remarkable. Wait, if this is rarity 4, remarkable, why does this do less damage? Okay. 570. Armor pierce. Oh god, that's right, yeah, because some people have armor. Wait, do we see the 170? So I guess the higher the number, the more damage, I guess. I don't really know what the numbers beside the names mean. Like this one says 1000 and 1030. I don't know what that means. Money? Oh, makes sense. Okay. To craft your weapon, press F. So I assume this is just like a free weapon. Okay.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
I wanted something cutting edge. I made something for Muma.
He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon.
I'll ask Muma to teach me to use it.
He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Sorry I'm late. I was helping Gizmo.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Gone?
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
I'll find a way there in the end. I'll follow you.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind.
Train with your Muma. Oh god, you're gonna get pestered.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Yeah, you're gonna get and that's the one guy we just met.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders
This guy.
where you think you're going.
And I think that's the evil clan guy right here. I'm late for training.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
I'd rather be a nobody than you.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
He pushed me! Wait, are we fighting each other? Get parried. This is a bully beatdown. This is 3-on-1. This is unfair. Ah, shit. Hey, good morning, Crazy Old Gamer. Okay, I mashed that. Oh, I guess you're supposed to fail. Okay.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
They're insecure.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
It'll clear my mind.
She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear.
Okay. Hey, good morning, crazy old gamer. How you doing?
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants
Popsy?
to know how you're feeling.
As good as anyone, not better. I feel useful.
He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
If you tell Mama.
He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Okay. I still feel like we're in the tutorial. Like, I feel like we're still in the tutorial. Even though we left the one area, we're still here. Alright, where's the other one?
He's curious to see what you found.
I'm not sure. It's our home, your stuff. Something familiar to renew.
He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA.
What?
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Things you've made are great.
Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though, your Mooma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Hey, Nexus. When you loot, you'll find add-ons. These can be crafted onto an item to increase stats of the item. To upgrade armor and clothing with items, select a slot and add-on and press F. Okay. Craft.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
I made something Muma would be proud of.
He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far. You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
I'll take it.
He's sure your Mooma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Okay. Don't worry, just one more round of QTEs and you'll finally be free. Okay. I just want to train.
Kalino?
Your Mooma says it's about time you got here.
I'm here now, ready to go.
Minalagi mamuru.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kanamunta. Asil natu.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Gendrana mala. Asadutu.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
Andro?
Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Okay. So I assume this is after the Like the nuclear waste stuff has happened. There you go.
Kanamunta.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Thanks, Muma.
Masamal.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Kanaruta. Pentnampusa.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Polakudo. Amun.
You should go see him and find out what it is.
I can't
You've
get over the
deserved it.
fact that her leg is clipping through her own dress. How thoughtful of him.
Asadutu.
Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her.
Well, who the hell is this guy? What was that? No.
Catchy.
Anoraka papon.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
What an effort it must be. It must have been.
Katiaktopoluta.
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Aplitonumuta. Beri.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Asilnatu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
That's good if anything bad happens.
Kodotuku.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Kentsib.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
But what a day it's been.
Tukonda.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
I want to assume that her image changed. Whoa.
Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail.
Oh no, we gotta go.
A
What do I-
burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Come on. What do I think so far? Whoa! I'm dead. Yeah, I wonder. I assume Muma's looks change depending on what you made.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Come on. Whew. Made it. Free.
Asilnatu.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
This time?
Ando.
Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you.
It's intere. Ariaropenu mumera.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Pentnampusa.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you.
Ow.
History has finally caught up with her.
What history?
Minalagimamuri. Pendrimsenema.
She had a life before you were born, you know. Darker and less fun. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Oh no. He's gonna kill. God damn, he just destroyed me. Holy shit. Oh, there he is. It's very on rails right now, so I don't know what to think of it at the moment. Wow, he can hit you from behind too. Okay, I was not expecting that. Wow, he doesn't even care. I'm gonna avoid commenting on Muma in a red dress. It's been interesting so far. Come on, get him. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it.
Hey, what's
Where
up, Gravity?
she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
Come on. Come on.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Oh, it's Popsy. Oh no. No. We gotta make it the Popsy. No. Muma. Yo, Popsy, why are you not diving in, saving your wife? What's going on?
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains.
Come on,
It makes
Popsy.
you immortal in their
Popsy, no!
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
I like the environments. Yeah, the environments look really nice. You can now craft weapons and modify your gear in the crafting menu. Cool. Cool, cool. Go to the crafting tab to craft weapons and modify gear. Redcon, I don't even know yet. I don't even know yet. Okay. Let's see. Craft. I can't. Oh, right. You gotta select, right? How you doing, Redcon? You doing okay? Outfits. Automaton. I can change its appearance. Functions. Flashlight. Yeah, I don't really know what to think. I don't really like the dialogue choice. I will say that. I think it takes twice as long to explain anything.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet.
Like, I wish they just, like, spoke instead of, like, making noises and then the guy does the narrating over it, because it takes...
Keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
It just seems like it takes twice as long. Oh, God. Whoa. Ow. Okay. Oh, really? You can? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll definitely try to do that. I'm sure it's to save money on voice acting. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, no, it's absolutely is. That hit like a truck. It sure did. It's so weird not having like a manual lock on too. It's so strange. Normally you would have like a manual lock on. It's very odd. Very, very odd. All right. Let's see. Settings. I think that'd be an audio. Gibberish. Frequency. Adjusts how often creatures speak gibberish. 0. Adjusts how often the narrator speaks. Volume. Oh, you can turn the gibberish down. Yeah. We're going to do that. Yeah.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluffhulk was on the loose.
I have no idea. Okay, so you can't. Tried to parry them, didn't work. Wait, I can't attack. Oh, my attacks are going through him. That was weird.
Blasting it.
There we go. Okay. So there is a perfect... Oh, God. I still took damage, though. Even though I got the perfect dodge. Now I'm stuck on a...
More than a flesh wound.
Ow. It's just for style? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it evades all damage. Well, it did there, though. Oh, God. There we go. So, okay. All right. Now, I wonder if Rage... No, I missed it. Nice, I dodged it out of the way of that, too. There we go. Fuck. Dodging mid-attack, though, is so hard. It's like you can't dodge at any point. You can't dodge at any point in the animation. It's only at certain points. Got it. No! No! Damn, that did so much damage. Rip. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, I wouldn't say that. No. I don't know who Tom Baker is. I don't think I do. I don't think I know who that is.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose.
Wait, do you have to go through this? Fuck. I tried to evade that. Here, I want to see. No. Yeah, you have to see the animation before you can evade. Oh, that sucks. You can't evade anytime during it. So it's basically a gamble. Okay.
The deep cut.
Oh, okay. First health bar. Fuck. Delayed. No. 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 It doesn't sound like Tom Baker to you. God damn, I tried to roll through it. Shit. Getting those extra, getting that tail cut for extra mats? Absolutely. Monhunt has taught me much. Death by tongue? Yeah, look at tongue. Yeah, I hit Q instead of 1 by fucking accident. So far I'm having a hard time adapting to the combat so far.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose.
Monhunt should taught you that range is OP. I actually have not used range yet. Not yet. I've been using nothing but hammer. I hate that. Jeez.
Itchy trigger finger.
Fuck. No. No. Fuck. What is this? Energy regeneration? Oh, right. I see. Well. When in doubt, range him out. I almost dodged into that like an idiot. Hey, Flash Pounder. Dude, that tongue almost hit me. What the fuck? That's that garbage that got me. A lot of responses were saying this game is rough around the edges. Probably combat issues. It's nothing they can't fine-tune, though. I imagine they're gonna have a harder time than other companies though, because they're the people who worked on this game is it's not a lot of people.
Grit.
Oh my god, range is so ridiculous.
You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far Fnacky Leaves and let it go. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
I hear it's better with controller. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I think general is the best place, Gravity. Are we strong enough? I think general with context is the best.
You complete them. From this point on, the myriad is unbroken.
I definitely do not want to interact with you. That is for sure. All right. Character. Strength. You have an aimbot and melee probably feels better. I don't know. I don't want to judge it too early, but melee doesn't feel good, I would say. Right, we're going down to a subway? You know what I mean? The only thing that
Look,
sucks...
An emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive.
The only thing that sucks is all my controllers have drift issues. So... Here. Let me find one. Hold on. Let me find one of my controllers. Okay. Yeah, like, I really need to take a day and try to open all my controllers and fix them. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There it is right there. I'm not doing that at all. I have yet to have a controller have a drift issue. I literally bought a controller and it had drift issues within 2 days. And my dumbass didn't take it back because I totally forgot I could do that. Yeah, that's going to be annoying because it's going to constantly do that throughout the entire playthrough. Yeah, see? I have to constantly realign the camera.
Wow, bet that knock makes a tight fist.
What is this? Old World Knock Fist. You found a Knock Fist. This powerful tool can be used to punch through walls. It can even be used as a weapon. It can be equipped from the gear menu. You found a new weapon. You can now unlock special attacks for this weapon type. Go to the food menu and press. Okay. Let's see. Gear. Okay. Oh, I don't pay attention to video games, Zio. Like, I didn't watch a single trailer for this game. I like to go in the games blind. I feel like trailers tell you too much about games nowadays. When you find a new weapon type, you will be able to spend upgrade points to unlock special attacks for that weapon type. Okay. Old World Knuckle. I'm just gonna call it that. Ah, okay, so dodge is B. Or circle, I see, I see. Hey, TMC. You use the knuck for smash through the walls, you need to have it equipped and then hold and release. That's fine. There it is. Can I go outside? Yes.
So many leaves on so
The camera's
many
more
things.
further away outside. Let's see. So, no, it's not absolute garbage. I was playing the entire so far with it. It does seem like it's made for a controller, though. Yeah. What's triangle do? Nothing? I see. That's parry. Wait, and this is how you shoot your gun? No, that's how you reload. Oh, okay. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it was driving me crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, where is it? Okay, I want to get it. All right. Okay. No problems, Gravity. All right, so they said go here and then... Oh, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of third-person games that feel better with the controller, for sure. To switch your weapons, either use the quick select menu or go through the... Oh, God, I was wondering. Okay, cool. Oh, no, never mind.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Oh, here we go. Like how they're just like how they're just allowing me to beat this guy's ass right in front of him. Ah, fuck. Ah. It is Doomfist. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Witcher 3 feels way better with the controller. I only played it with a controller because I played it on the PS4. But like when people tell me graphically it's better on PC, I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. But then, like, the idea of playing it with keyboard and mouse, I'm like, ugh. For, like, 20 controllers? Yeah, I need to buy another one. I've been playing a lot of keyboard and mouse games, so I just haven't bought one.
Good thing you're not claustrophobic.
I don't know how to...
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past.
I don't know how to
Can you hear it?
fix thumbstick rotors. Need to take the time to learn.
Whacked.
Ah, fuck. I tried to parry. You can't... No, you can't parry. Okay. Alright, chill. Jesus. can't. Very. Fuck you. I can't see. Okay. Thanks. A pillar really fudged that all up. Thank you. Hitting an enemy with a special attack fills one of the super fung fu icons to the left of your character. When all icons are filled, you can activate super fung fu state. You need to use different special attacks to fill up the next icon. Oh, okay. Okay, so dude! He's very nice. Okay. Now you see how it's rotating? That's not me. That's not me. Yeah. Like I have one controller that doesn't have a problem, and it's a PS3 controller. I don't even do anything. Like that's like one time one of my controllers fell off my table. And that's like I don't even I don't smash them or anything. It's like Ratchet and Clank, kinda. I would say Ratchet and Clank feels more responsive. But, yeah. No, because Ratchet and Clank is like a hack and slash. Sorry, I was brushing my mustache. How do I sprint? It's a PlayStation controller. But I have an Xbox controller that has drift too.
That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it.
Seems like a huge waste.
Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried.
New side quest, Old World Knowledge. Open up the map to see area objectives again. Sure. Oh, wow, we're right. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, this game is big. This is only one area. Look at that. Enter, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. That never happened. What are you talking about? Let's see. One of the 15 notice boards found. So still the tutorial? I guess so. Okay. All right. I got some points I'm not using. Bio. No, I'm going to hoard that. Blaze. Link. Wait, you saw game progress 2%? Where? Are you joking? Disconnect the controller. Games look better on PC, but I'll use a controller forever. Shame the Steam controller tanks so bad. I mean, I personally don't really have a preference. I personally don't have a preference. Like, I like to play Resident Evil 2 Remake with keyboard and mouse. It just feels better to me. It's more responsive. Almost any game that has shooting mainly feels more responsive with keyboard and mouse. Like, I didn't play Days Gone with the controller at all. I don't know how that is. Range combat, basic melee. What is this? Oh, this is just telling me what all my... Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. I smacked my microphone. Sorry. Close quarters combat. Double... Oh, we get fist moves? Oh, we already unlocked them all. Alright, double melee moves. You can throw your katanas. Okay, I'll buy that. Sure. R2, right trigger, triangle. Gotcha.
It really is a different world underground.
No range weapon equipped. Let's see. What? There it is. Okay. Okay. Alright, hold on. I just want to learn the moves for the fist real quick. No. Base, close quarters combat. Alright. Okay. Square. Roll into... Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, gotta mark my territory.
Let's see.
Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna use the fist. I mean, come on. Come on. You know I'm gonna use the fist. There's no other weapon in the game now. Screw melee weapons. Who cares about swords? Those stupid things. Incendiary module. Cool. Got some bandages. Take them. I've always tried to fix my controllers. I've done it ever since I think like I had a 360. I don't mind taking the time. It's just I don't have enough time in the day now. But back when I had a lot more time, it wasn't so bad. I still haven't learned how to. No. Oh, is it? Ah, there it is. Right? The fuck? Huh? There we go. That was weird. All right, meet the war party. Okay. Wait, what is... Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work on... Okay. Oh, God. Hi. Are you... Level 6? Bring it on. I'm doing nothing to him. Oh, God.
You found the well. The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Bang, bang.
No! Okay, how did you dodge that? Whoa! Sir, you're gonna have to chill. Nope. Whoa, nope, nice try. Dude, what? Okay, so I guess you gotta jump that.
You're low on health.
I can tell. I don't know how to use health. Oh, I see. I see. Jump. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yo, hey, Jelly. How's it going? I have no business beating this guy. You gonna jump? No. Wait, what is going on? Wait, he's like, whoa. How are you doing?
Slammer.
Shit. No, nice try. No, I didn't want to do that, but I guess fine. No, nice try, dude. No. No. That's what I get for trying to do melee. No. Hey. Ha ha ha. I had no business beating that dude. Hey. Perfect dodge is way easier on a controller. Like stupid easy. Level 5. Nice. We were 2 levels under level for that dude. Nice. He looks like he's sleeping even though he's dead. He looks like he's sleeping. Are you gonna play this game, Jelly? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Every class needs the perfect reload perk. I cheated. I didn't cheat. I did not cheat. Beat him fair and square. I'm thinking of it. I'm not sure if I could afford to buy it yet. Do I like it? I think it's okay.
The day is here.
I think it's okay. I'm not crazy about it at the moment. Me and my hacks? Look, I played it fair and square.
Never thought I'd... You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling.
Okay. Rotate. Rotate. Rotate.
Just a few moves left.
Nice.
Make them count.
Okay.
You really put a spin on it.
Wow. Talk about a defense upgrade. Damn, 34. Damn. Oh, you need to be level 12, though. Oh, that sucks. We'll equip this one. Sure. The beginning, I definitely think the beginning and how on rail, like how hand holding it is
Let's see.
not the best. It goes on for so long, and you're just like, okay. It just keeps going and going and going. Like after a while, I was kind of zoning out there. So I think the beginning is a little not too, but it looks very beautiful. Oh, right, we can level up. I've been doing nothing but strength.
Buffer than ever.
I've literally put points in the nothing but strength. It's gonna stay this way. Biogenetics. Let's see. Perks. Oh, shit. Really? Key regeneration is increased by 20%. Weapons-based range attacks for enemies have a 10% chance to miss you completely. Your armor and damage from melee attacks has a 20% chance. Oh, increases by 20% when you're at full health. That's peak performance. Crit damage increases for melee attacks by 10%. You need to be level 15. Your loot chances increase by 10. Your chances to persuade in dialogue is increased by 1. Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. Your biological mounts have a 5% increased movement speed. Mounts. Looks like we're gonna get okay. Use after a successful special attack to replenish some of your ki. Add-ons to clothes and equipment have their armor values increased by 25%. Range weapons can fire 25% more shots before needing to reload. That does not seem bad. I mean, that does not seem bad at all. Unarmed attacks inflict 20% more damage to targets. Your inflicts 100% more damage. Range attacks have their reload times reduced by 33%. Ugh, that's nice. Well, this is 10% increase the DPS. Melee attacks damage increases by 15. Perfect reload. Your range weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20% more damage. Okay, Gears of War. All right, Gears, sure. Okay. Sure. Okay, so you need to use more than 3 special attacks to unlock this. Okay. Guns, dual-wielding guns, rifles, automatic rifles, and shotguns. Crush, two-handed slash. I can't unlock any. Damn, that sucks. All right, well. Oh, no. Let me take... I have to say, I don't really have a good understanding of the systems in place here. I'll full-on admit this. Like, it's... I don't fully understand things. All right, keys, miscellaneous. Okay, so this is... All right, so this is for a gun part. Okay. It's for crafting, yeah? Tools. Bricktown Vault key. Okay. Gear. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. But I have to be level. I have to be level 12 to wear the Ronin. All right. All right. All right. 21, 19.
Looks cute.
All right. That's what we were wearing before. Left shoulder. Right shoulder. Hat. Legs. Okay, I see. Offhand. Back. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we don't have any of the shoulders and we don't have back. Okay. Modify. So you can modify your clothes by adding add-ons, which I don't have. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
They gonna attack me? Oh, that answers that. Ow.
Feeling fierce.
This fucker's... Stop firing me. You parried.
Wrecking fest. You've had better days.
Wait. Okay, so you can use that move in the air. That's a little strange. Oh god, he's level 9.
Ready to roll? The day is calling.
I do feel like the combat is a little bit jank. Just a tad. What is this? Or maybe I just suck at it.
This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
I'll help you.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Hey, Wagon, can you post...
Flame!
The brighter, the better.
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold, sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Can you post the thing that you said about the controllers in Discord so I can read that later? Muzzle. All right, so this is for guns. Okay. Hey, we got a new hat. Stat details. Nice, nice. I'll
Let's
pick it up.
pocket that.
Check my DM later. All right, thank you. Yeah, I need to take the time to fix my controllers. In code, I'm so late on this, but I have thought of that, to do a stream where I just fix my controllers. I have thought of this. I'm not necessarily sure I would, but I really need to. I have so many. I think I have like 4 PlayStation 4 controllers. Not all of the. I think one of them doesn't have drift. I think one has.
That's a Myriad tribe outpost.
I just know it's rubber below the buttons is broken or ripped. Oh no, that guy's on our side.
Mind blown.
It isn't quite bad when you're chaining special moves and going Super Saiyan. Yeah, I need to learn how to do that. Why are you locked on to a guy who's... Oh. It's like, who are you locked on to? I can't even see. I can't even see the guy. All right, bye. Later. All right. Where's the map button? All right, we're here. Oh, you can zoom it in too? Okay, sweet. That's nice. Let's see. Old world knowledge. Place of viewpoint. Captives. Captive's fate decided. 1 of 35. Okay, that's where we have to go. What is this? Bricktown. Okay, so that's just... Alright. Point of interest. Oh, okay, so these are quick travel points. Gotcha. Gotcha. And then that's the fortress. Territory not marked. Gotcha. Reload our gun. Thoughts so far? I think the game could use a little bit of work. It's a beautiful game. Like, it looks really nice. It has a lot of clipping issues, though, which is unfortunate, like this. No, I mean, like, speak of the devil. But it has a lot of clipping issues. Like, I guess the best word to put it is the combat does feel a little bit disjointed. It doesn't feel... I don't know if weighty is the word. It doesn't feel impactful. Like, your moves don't feel impactful, you know? Which, you know, a lot about combat is making it feel nice for you to do. But I will say I'm definitely not a fan of the narrating style. The idea of it just takes so long to get through the dialogue in the game. So far. But then again, I'm still in the beginning. My man has so much armor on. Whoa. Parry 3 attacks that never connected. Yeah, there's some of that too. Yeah. Where it seems like hitboxes. Yeah. It definitely has signs of, I don't want to say it's bad. Like it definitely has signs of a dev team that didn't have as many people as they probably should have. Plus, this game had a rough development. Like it was, from what I understand, is they had the whole like THQ stuff going on for the years where they were being bought, they were being sold, and all that stuff. So I imagine that didn't help this game that much. Like THQ used to make quite a few games, but then they had those company dilemmas. God, this makes me want to actually go back and play the game Evo Eve on the PlayStation 2, which was a THQ game, and I wonder if I will still like it because I loved it on the PlayStation 2. I thought it was fun. Eve of Extinction, I think it was called. I thought it was really fun. I wonder if I still feel the same way now, though. Oh, I see. No, I never played Soul Reaver game. Soul Reaver, isn't Soul Reaver in, what is it? Blood Legacy, aren't they the same franchise? I need it. I have Soul Reaver on my PS3, but I've never played it actually. That went so much better. And it's also kind of weird that you can't manually lock on. I find that so strange. It's an auto lock on feature, which was, Ghost did the same thing, right? Ghost had the auto lock on feature, but I think you could manually lock on the people too. Having more control of your game is always good. I don't know if that's a... Here, let me see if that's a thing in settings. Mapping. Move backwards, move forward, jump, dodge, run, camera, shoot, reload, parry. Right, triangle. Yes, yes. Super. Interactables, consumables, range, trail. No, this is interacting. Toggle, ability, left trigger. No, there's no lock on at all. Weird. With Soul in the title? Yeah, Soul Reaver was like a long time ago. They don't even make that. They don't even make those games anymore. I don't think they do. Yeah, those are like super old games now.
That's a Jagni tribe outpost.
And then you have Soul Taker. Oh no, they're gonna kill these people. We gotta save them. Okay, so you don't actually gotta be looking at the person to parry them. That's good to know. I get what they were trying to do with the combat. I could totally see what they were trying to do. It's not a bad idea. Not at all. They're trying to make it feel like it's very weighted. But the execution just doesn't work.
Clonkety clonk.
Like, I get where it's going.
Got hurt.
It just got set flying, though. Yeah, like, I'm not a fan of 3P angle or distance. Yeah, I wish I could zoom it out a bit more. Wait, maybe that's an option. Can I? Camera. Field of view. Put it at like 90. Oh, that's better.
Is glad you're no true-blooded Jagni and says how embarrassing it would be to be related to a do-gooder like you. Says goodbye to you.
Can I save this man?
The tree remains intact, but you must all make a change to save it. Seems surprised you have to go.
Wait, I can. What's this? Wait, no. No. No, I got another one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Asks if you're looking for Lobo. Find the blimp station. That's where she hangs out. Says you're welcome back.
I thought I was gonna I wouldn't let him go. Darn it. I was wondering why the light one didn't feel like it was doing anything. Look, Redcon, look. I wanted to let him go, okay? Let's see, 180. Alright, we'll use our swords. I wanted to let him go. Yeah. Oh, what is this? You found a bio-contaminated container. Collect bio blobs and use these to unlock mutations in the menu or change your appearance at bio.
Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick.
Oh, this is okay. 2 trigger. The stock for a gun. Cool. How many inventory slots? It seems like it's infinite. Yeah, seems like you have infinite. Oh, my hat. This one,
bare head.
This one increases my crit chance by 1%. I'll take it. What is this?
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense.
Let's do it. I can get the best ability, fungi. That's right, drown. Drown. Wait, what? How did he hit me? I guess they get invulnerability frames, I guess. Hold on. Get bullied.
That's a bomb lobber.
Whoa.
That hit the spot. Wrecked it.
Yeah.
That twirly wheel works that drain pipe.
What? Yeah, he couldn't swim back. Like Metal Gear Solid 2 all over again.
Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together.
So I'm in the tutorial? I think so, yeah. This is like the first place we're taking over, so I think so.
Could be this key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper.
We're gonna release him. Instead of talking to the people and getting more people on trial. No. Oh, so it looks like you have an increased chance at crits behind an enemy. Yo, Rose, thanks so much for the raid. Oh, shit. God, that came out so fast. That came out so fast. Jeez. Hey, welcome everyone who came along from Rose's raid. How you all doing? How was stream, Rose? What were you playing today? How's Guild Wars 2? I'm gonna help you, buddy.
They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them.
I need you to fight.
Won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those who hurt them.
Oh? A fug? Oh, okay. Sure. I'll take it. I'll equip it too. Thank you. Yo, good morning, Diggler. How's it going, man? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh god, that's a lot of ammo. Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting way of doing it. Yeah, we finished Days Gone yesterday. We 100%ed all the side quests, and we got the secret ending and everything. It took a little bit longer. Getting the sub quest done took a little longer than I thought it was going to, but we were able to do it. Dun, 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 dun. It was a murder fest today. Why is that? Why was it a murder fest? Now, for everyone who came along from Rose's raid, hope you guys all had a great time. My name's Akamatzu. We are playing some Biomutant today. Thanks, Sil. What did I think of it? I think it's rough in some areas, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as what reviewers said it was. I think the worst thing about it is its beginning. Its beginning is very slow and lacks focus. I think that's the worst thing about it, but I had a lot of fun. It has a lot of bugs. I don't know if they were there on console or if they're new bugs for the PC release, but it was disappointing how many bugs it has. But I mean, I kind of expect open world games to be bug-tastic now, or just in general. So it wasn't like I was shocked at all. But yeah, I think the beginning is the worst part of the game. Like the first 10 hours, they don't have any kind of hook at all. And I don't really think that's a terrible thing in general, but I think it's terrible for that game because people have high expectations of what Sony exclusive games should be. And when you compare it to, you know, its brothers and sisters, yeah, it definitely doesn't have the same thing that other people are looking forward to in that regard. But I thought it was fun.
Sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unsafe.
I would recommend it. It's a shame that it seems like it's not going to get a sequel.
Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as nearly bad as reviewers made it out to be.
Red means danger.
Oh my god, aiming on a controller sucks. Can I jump up there? No, I can't. Okay, so as soon as the... Whoa. I might just go back to playing with keyboard on mouse. Who is shooting? Like, it's taking range damage. Defeated. You need to go. Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Is he just gonna charge? Yeah, seems like he's just gonna charge. Hold on. Oh, I see. Make the enemy charge into the... I see.
Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light.
Nice.
A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks slowly. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
A boomerang? Cool. Each tribe has its own tribal weapons. If you defeat the rival tribe, you acquire its weapon. By helping your own tribe, you have acquired its weapon. You're now aligned with a tribe. You can decide to switch your allegiance and ally with a different tribe. Go to the tribe fort and talk to their Sifu to change your allegiance.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
I'll wear it with pride.
Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict. He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance. You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now. But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. He says the time has come to confront the jumbo puff at the end of the west route. Gizmo is working on making his Mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.
Okay. Gizmo.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help.
You have 2 blade katana. I saw you can have a sai knife. Yeah, in the character creation, there was a sai knife. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, chat.
Sparkles about how brilliant it is to have someone like you that shares both genetics and karma in the Myriad spectrum. The stars never give enough light.
Alrighty. So, chat. I'm not really liking this game that much. So, I'm gonna switch games. Cause that's what you should do when you don't like playing a game. Yeah, I think this... I don't know. This game's not that enjoyable for me. It's not... I don't know what it is about it. Which I think is okay. That's fine. I don't know. I just don't enjoy the combat that much. But I gave it a try. And that's all you can do.